Hello everyone, welcome to the Retro Respawn, my retro gaming podcast. So we've got a massive change up happening for the future of the Retro Respawn. Let's say he's the player 1 to my player 2, the Sonic the Hedgehog to my Tails, the Leonardo to my Donatello, my brother Billy. Say hello, Billy.
Hello, how are we?
So, when I first did this, I did a little introduction to myself. So, Bill, if you would like to take the wheel and let the people know about you.
So, hello, my name's Billy. I'm Callum's older brother. I've been playing console games all my life, starting from the NES, the SNES, the Mega Drive, all that. I'm a massive retro gaming fan, just like Callum. My favourite gaming series is Dynasty Warriors. It's a little bit controversial. It's not as popular as most people perceive it to be, but I absolutely love it. And it is my all-time favourite series.
It's quite weird though, Bill, because as a kid, I was always Nintendo and you were more Sega, weren't you? Because you had the Mega Drive and I had the Super Nintendo.
Yeah, that's right.
And then since then, I've always been Nintendo and you've gone off to Xbox. I was Xbox for Gears of War, but now I've gone off to PlayStation and Nintendo. But it's also weird because we played games together all our lives, really. We still do it now.
Yeah, we always go back to the old games, but if there's a decent couch co-op game, we always sit there and we end up, after about 5 hours, we're still playing the same thing. It could be awful.
What's the game? Oh, what's the cooking game?
Oh, Overcooked.
Don't even on that mental. One.
I love it.
Oh, I hate it. I hate it. 3 stars is killer. So, what have you been playing this week, Bill?
So recently this week, obviously the Battlefield beta's come out. Battlefield 6, I've been playing that.
Any good?
I really enjoyed it. I quite like it. I'm a more Battlefield fan than I am a Call of Duty fan. I've also been playing a bit of Tony Hawk's, the remaster 3 and 4.
Which is weird, considering we never played that game growing up at all, did we?
It's not.
I think we rented it once from Blockbuster.
Yeah, but for me, when I used to play Skate, I'm a fan of the Skate games, especially Skate 3. So when this came out free on the Game Pass, I thought, you know what, I'm going to give it a try. And I've really enjoyed it, actually.
And then, for me, I have been playing... Well, we played Fury Unleashed together because your Xbox won't let you log in.
Yeah.
Because my email fucked up.
And I tried to change the password too many times.
That's it, yeah. I've been playing Toy Story 3 for PSP. No idea. Well, because Delilah got really into the Toy Story movies over the last weekend. I've been playing Donkey Kong Bonanza, Dragon Age, and I started playing Super Mario 64 DS again.
Nice.
Yeah, it's been pretty good. A nice week for gaming. Here's something you might find interesting, Bill. On Wednesday the 20th, House of the Dead 2 remake comes out. Remember the times we used to spend in Dad's flat above the pub playing House of the Dead 2 on Dreamcast? Because it's the only game we had.
It's literally all we had, and there's only so many times you can repeat a game.
There is so many times
and dying at the same point over and over again. Do you remember you used to say to me, do you want to play again? And I go, no, I don't want to play anymore. You go, that's all we've got.
Yeah, I know.
All right, we'll play again.
That's all we had, wasn't it? There was nothing in that flat. We weren't even allowed downstairs because it was a pub.
Yeah, it was awful.
I completed that recently. I mean, it took me forever. But I think the thing I hate on that game was we used to get right to the end, the magician, and then we die.
Yeah.
So it weren't even so we had to do the whole game again just to get there.
I've never completed it.
Have you not?
Never.
I've completed it on the Wii, but it's a lot easier on the Wii.
It scarred me for life.
But I've got a cheat. If you shoot, and quickly cover the sensor, you just reload really quickly.
Oh.
So
I mean, it scarred me for life. Playing a game that many times, over and over and over and over. I mean, it wasn't a great game, was it? I mean, it was all we had.
It was.
And it's just scarred me for life, so I've never picked it up again.
You're saying that? How many hours do we used to sink into House of the Dead 1? Cheat codes. Top left, top right, top right. To change the blood, unlimited lives. What was the blood colours? Green, purple, blue, and red. Yeah. That game was awful. I played that recently on the Sega Saturn as well, and it's awful. It doesn't run at all. I don't know how. Sometimes I think how we had patience as kids, because I have no patience now when it comes to loading.
It's because, if you think that's because obviously we were 90s kids. That's all we knew.
Yeah,
we didn't know about fast loading times. Like, how many times did you ever play a retro game and give up because it was so difficult? And 20 years later, it comes out on like an Xbox, and you play it and you complete it in like 2 minutes and think like, well, hold on a minute, why was this so difficult when I was a kid?
I know.
It's mental.
I was playing Resident Evil 1 on the Sega Saturn, and do you know how long it takes to go through a door? Do you know the worst thing is when you go through the wrong door by accident?
Yeah.
I don't have time for that anymore.
No,
honestly.
It's soul destroying.
It is. It really is soul destroying. Bill, haven't also this week you've been playing that horrible game that I won't play because it's too scary?
Oh, what, the Trials, Outlast Trials?
Yeah.
Oh, it's brilliant. I love it. I absolutely love it.
I've been playing the original Outlast, and I used that to make it for a project at uni, and I hated it. It scared the shit out of me.
Things like, I mean, I've played it a lot. I mean, a couple of the lads play it with me, and obviously it's better when you've got friends and you're in a party playing it. But even though you can replay the same levels over and over again, you still end up screaming over walking past something and a puff of air comes out and you go, "Ooh!"
Is it a bit like Phasmophobia? Have you ever played that?
I've never played it. I've seen it, but I've never played it.
For a horror game, I love that.
Yes, I mean, when we talk about the Trials, I mean, it's one of those games, and Phasmophobia, it's been out for such a long time on PC and Steam, but by the time it comes to the Xbox, everyone's already played it and it's sort of disappeared from popularity. So, I mean, recently I've been thinking of getting a Steam Deck because I love the horror games. I love when there's loads, like you watch YouTube and there's all these really good horror games that the consoles just don't get.
That is one thing I used to love about gaming PCs, was playing all the old, like the weird games that weren't actually out on anything else.
The PCs and the Steam Decks get everything, get such good games, like I said, especially the horror games. And that's one thing I really want to start playing more.
Yeah.
Because I love them. I think they're brilliant. I like a good scare.
I do, especially a horror game. But saying that, I bought Resident Evil 7 for my VR on PlayStation, and I got to the house and turned it off and never played it again.
Do you remember when I got the
VR
headset for my PlayStation? What was it? It was the Paranormal Activity game.
Oh,
and you had the VR headset on, the earphones. I was blowing in your face, and you were going.
So that was a kart game where I was driving along.
Was that the car game? Oh, it was the car game.
Yeah, you were blowing in my face. I was like, oh, there's wind in this game.
Do you remember you shit yourself because the ball went across the floor? Yeah. Just a ball. Oh, I thought it was the horror game.
No,
I was blowing in your face. Oh, there's air coming in my face. Just sitting there blowing in your face.
I do love the VR headsets, but I always get really ill after a while of playing it. I don't.
Well, do you know, I found that when I got my Meta Quest 2, I played it for about an hour and I stopped. And then after about 3 hours, I still felt really sick. But the more I played it, after a while, the sickness sort of stopped. But then I didn't play it for a couple of months and I picked it up again. And for about an hour or 2 hours, I was sitting down. I was like, I'm going to be sick. Like, I felt awful. And I was playing Nightclub Simulator.
Love that. No, what's the one? Drunken Bar Fights.
Drunken Bar Fights is brilliant.
Oh, that is brilliant. I do love my VR headset, but when I want to play it, I feel like I really have to be in the mood to play it. It can't be like a 10-minute, it has to be a couple of hours.
But you need a massive room. Like my room is not big enough. I mean, I'd sit down and play it and I'm sitting on my bed just throwing shapes in a club that doesn't exist.
It is sad, the things that we do.
Oh, it is really sad, but just for a laugh, it's fun, isn't it?
Yeah, no, that's very true. I mean, one of the great things about doing the podcast, Bill, is we can now talk about all the games that we used to play as kids and get the chance to replay them.
We absolutely can.
Sandball Man, Die Hard Arcade.
I love Sandball Man. It's one of my favourite games of all time. Love it.
Zombies Ate My Neighbours. The amount of times we've almost got there and died.
Yeah.
And then use passcode and it doesn't help because you get to the last level and you've got no weapons.
Yeah.
But yeah. What else? Also, something else I know we're here for games, but reading-wise, I have been reading the Ultimate Wolverine and the Ultimates, which is quite good, and I'm getting there with the Ultimate Spider-Man and the new Amazing Spider-Man series. So if anyone likes comic books, yeah. And everyone, if you do want to keep up with the Retro Respawn, we are on Instagram as the Retro Respawn. So please like and give us a follow. Right, and with that, plug in your controllers, blow the dust off those cartridges, and respawn into a world where pixels ruled and cheat codes were sacred. And when we come back, me and Billy will be talking Streets of Rage. And with that, we are back. So, Streets of Rage, originally launched on the Sega Mega Drive or Genesis, depending on the places you lived. I think for us in the UK it was Mega Drive, everywhere else was Genesis. Released in August of 1991. It was later ported to the Game Gear, the Master System, and even the Wii Virtual Console. And I think it's come out on almost everything else since.
Yeah, so I've been playing on the Xbox. It's all been... Nearly every console's got it now.
I'm playing it on my Super Nintendo because I hacked it.
Lovely.
And, yeah, it was really hard. It's also known as Bare Knuckle in Japan. You have 3 playable characters: Axel Stone, which is your favourite, Adam Hunter, which is mine, and Blaze Fielding, who no one ever plays as.
No. Well, actually, he was your favourite up until Skate came into it.
Yeah, but Skate's brilliant. So there's not a lot of difference between the three characters. They all have there's power, jump, and speed, and they all have grades based on it.
Mm-hmm.
So Adam is A on power, A on jump, B on speed. Axel is A on power, B on jump, A on speed, and Blaze is B on power, A on jump, and A on speed. No idea why jump is even a thing, because
it's pointless.
Yeah, speed and power is what you want. So Bill, Streets of Rage, this was a game you played quite a lot as a kid. I don't think I ever really played it till emulation came out when I started playing on the PC. But yeah.
Yeah, so obviously we were very lucky when we were kids to have the consoles that we had. So I think I probably started playing Streets of Rage. I must have been about 5 or 6. Must have been around about 95, 96 is when I started playing it. And for a long time it was one of my favourite games of all time. Even now, even when playing it this week and going through all the levels, it's still one of my favourite games. But I was sitting there thinking to myself, I think it's aged quite badly. When I'm playing it, like, it's so basic that you can't dodge, you can't move out the way of anything. You're so slow, but I love it. I can't help it. The combat system is really basic. The specials are basic. The whole game's basic.
Do you know how many times I had to restart because I kept using my special?
It would take,
every time. Oh, I hated it.
But the special's terrible anyway. When you actually use it, if you look at the life bar of how much it takes off them, it's nothing.
Yeah,
they just fall on the floor.
I think the only time I ever used it was on the bosses and on the elevator level when you get to the very top.
Yeah.
When all them ninja guys come, there's just too many of them jumping around. But...
Yeah, because as soon as you get into Professor X's mansion, or the top floor, not his mansion, top floor of the building, you can't use a special anymore.
No, yeah, I know. Yeah. I didn't know that until I got there.
No.
And I kept getting my arse handed to me.
Where's my special? That's like where you can't have a police car from the bottom of like a 30-storey building just throwing a rocket into it and go, die.
So, Bill, I'm going to have to make a confession to you here. You know, I kept taking the piss out of you for state staving.
Mm-hmm.
Where you kept loading from wherever you...
I only did it once, by the way.
I did it every time I got hit. Like, it got to level 6, the elevator, and I got to the top, and I fucking died. And I was like, I ain't got enough continues to complete the game, so I had to cheat.
But there's a difference. The only reason I did it is because I got to the very last level, and obviously when you get the characters, they start talking, the text, you just keep tapping A because you want to get rid of the text and get rid of it quickly. Obviously back in 91, that wasn't a thing. So I'm tapping away, and then it says, do you want to be my right-hand man? And obviously I wasn't looking, so I get tapping, it said yes. And he said, ha, 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 yeah, you've got, your whatever. And he put me straight down this hole, straight back to 2 levels before. And I was like, oh, great. So I'm just going to restart it. And, yeah, it was pointless. But the reason why I had to restart it was because of those fucking twins.
I lied again. It was, the level before, I think it's the factory level, before you go into the elevator.
Yeah.
That fat bloke who keeps burning fire at you, he fucked me over bad. So I had to save state there.
But that's so easy.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
Not when you're really slow. Honestly, I think speed is because Adam is so slow and I couldn't escape him.
Well, I found with him, all you got to do, once you hit him once, when he tries to build up his fire, it takes so long, so I just sit there just going, hey, A,
yeah, but
A, and he doesn't move.
Do you get behind him before you do it? You know, when he first comes on the screen, he starts throwing fire at you.
No, I can usually hit him from the side.
Oh, I couldn't do it.
If you get level with him, I think it's really easy. I thought all the bosses were really easy except for those fucking twins.
You know what? The first time I faced them twins, they kicked my ass. The second time, I learnt their pattern. You just got to run away. When one of them chases you, then you then jump and kick them. And that's it. It's just jump and kick. Run, jump, kick. Run, jump, kick.
But I mean, when I did them the first time, it wasn't so much of a problem. So I sent you a screenshot, didn't I, on a voice message. When I got to... Because they're the last bosses before you get to the door of Mr. X's office.
Mm-hmm.
And I said to you, I was on 4 lives, I hadn't lost any continues. And I sent you that message, I'd lost 11 lives and 3 continues. Because when there was 2 of them there, I couldn't... Like you said with the pattern, it didn't matter because I couldn't. I was jumping and kicking him in the air. That did nothing. As soon as I landed next to me, she flipped me over. It was awful. What a horrible fucking experience.
The Wolverines, the 2 Wolverine blokes, they got me. on the factory level.
No, I had no problems.
Yeah, they really got me. I don't know why. I couldn't kick them every time because all I could do was kick people. That's how I did most of the game, was kicking people.
Yeah.
But it did make me laugh when you get downstairs and you're like, I've played this game so many times and I've never ever had it where the basic blokes in the denim jacket, the blue, green, red, kept fucking you over. Yeah. And I was like, yeah, same. I've never been hit so many times by it. And the annoying thing is, when you get a weapon, you pick it. When you get hit, you drop it. But you drop it at your feet. So when you try and punch them, you pick up the weapon, and then they punch you again.
Yeah.
That got me so many times.
Which thing is though, when you pick up a weapon, especially like the pipe or the baseball bat, as soon as you learn the distance of where you can hit them, it's a piece of piss.
Oh yeah.
I'm just sitting and just swinging the bat, and then like the one with the whip didn't hit me once.
No, she never hit me once.
It's because when you think like you're going back to the denim shirt geezers hitting you. Like throughout the rest of the series, the guys used to slide on the floor, the whip women. They were a pain in the arse. Those little things didn't even matter. But now those denim geezers were absolutely knocking the shit out of me.
The ones that skid on the floor, the punk rockers,
they
did me on the elevator level, and so did the ninjas blokes.
I had no problems with any of them. Well, I don't know. We must be playing a different game.
I tell you what, I swear my copy was harder than yours because one hit took me down to half a health when I was facing bosses. The thing is, you can always tell this is an arcade beat 'em up. Because there is a elevator level. Every arcade beat 'em up always has an elevator level.
Always has an elevator level.
No, I didn't like that elevator level.
The problem I have with that elevator level is like if you go back to what we said at the start, the movement is non-existent. You can't dodge, and like I don't play as Adam. Never really played him. So if he's a slow, like what you said, when you've got about 7 or 8 of them coming to hit you, and there's no way to jump out of the way or roll out of the way or run out of the way, it's virtually impossible because they're coming at you from every single angle. You just get hit every 2 seconds.
It is. Even with the, I think you get the baseball bat or the pipe on there.
Yeah.
I kept losing it. Yeah. So I had to just give up with that. But it was the same, before you get to Mr. X's door and before the twins, there's like a load of karate people, isn't there?
Yeah. It's about 4 or 5 of them, isn't there?
Yeah. They did me over. I was too slow for them. But it's even when you jump, I don't know, you feel so heavy when you jump. But then maybe that's because my jump is shit. No, it's not. Your jump is shit.
Axel's like, it's like I might as well just have done a bunny hop.
Yeah.
I don't go anywhere. And then when he does the jump kick, it's like, it's just his knee. It's not even his whole leg or his foot. It's just his knee.
I did like, on the beach level, there's like a frame where it just rains for like 1 second. And if you move off this frame, it goes. And you move back, it comes back. And I was like, why have you even put that in there? That doesn't make any sense. What about the soundtrack? What do you think of the soundtrack?
Oh, the soundtrack's amazing. The soundtrack is absolutely legendary. I mean, sometimes when you're scrolling through TikTok and people put there's like a group of people dancing, and they put the Streets of Rage soundtrack over it, and it's just brilliant. Even like 30 years later, it's a soundtrack that everybody knows, and it's just, I love it. It's brilliant.
And the music was done by Yuzo Koshiro, but I think Mega Drive and Super Nintendo probably had one of the best soundtracks in all gaming.
Yeah. Mega Drive is fantastic, especially the Sonic games and things like that. Amazing soundtracks for what they are.
See, I always love Super Mario World and Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
So there are weapons in this game, probably one of the most useless weapons, and it doesn't do anything. They just stand there.
Yeah.
When you throw the smoke bomb, you throw the smoke bomb, and they just stand there. It doesn't even look like it's done anything to them. So there's a smoke bomb, the bottle, which is awful.
Yeah.
I always get hit when I use the bottle. You get a knife, which when they use the knife, it's fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
One of the blokes who runs at me, the way he holds it is hilarious. But when I've got the knife, everyone hits me. I mean, you can throw it, so that's one good thing.
Yeah, but things are, I find after 3 stabs, you automatically throw it anyway.
Yeah, you do.
Yes, crap.
The baseball bat and the lead pipe, which are brilliant for range.
Yeah, that's it.
Then you can pick up it's like the 3 characters, like little sprites for them, which is an extra life.
Yeah. Got the apples, which is a little bit of your life. Is it a hunk of meat or something?
It's a hunk of meat. I don't know if it's turkey or ham.
Yeah, that fills all your life up, doesn't it?
Wouldn't eat that when I found it in a bin.
No, nor would I. Gold bars, money bags.
I didn't find any gold bars. What are the gold bars?
So I'm sure the one I play's got a gold bar.
I was just awful at it though. I can't
yeah, I'm sure there is. I'm sure there's money bags.
There probably is. There's definitely,
because it contributes to your score, which you can get extra lives from.
I came 10th when I finished.
Did you?
Yeah.
I didn't.
Where did you come?
I don't know. I know it wasn't 10th, from somewhere in the middle.
I did cheat, so it don't really count, does it? Did you know this game is about less than an hour long?
Oh, yeah. Especially if you just play... I mean, when I told you I was replaying it, I think after about 20 minutes, I was already on level 6. I was like, oh, okay.
I think... How did we make that game last? Not even like a week. Years.
It's because
these games used to last years.
Yeah, it's because we were kids. And like you say, like when we said earlier on, that's all we knew. We didn't know anything else. That, for us, was like, oh, my God, this is amazing. Now you look at it now, and it's like, oh, bloody hell.
It's mental,
How far have we come?
What was I going to say about being kids and that? But I think I've said this to you before. It's crazy when you think, growing up, like, okay, you had the Mega Drive, I had the Super Nintendo, which we were really lucky about. But we probably had about 8 games each.
Yeah, it wasn't a lot.
And then you think now you get like PlayStation Network, Xbox, Game Pass. You have every single game you could ever ask for, and I'm still bored.
Yeah, we're spoiled for choice, and it's just... I still go back to the old games.
Yeah, same.
It's just nostalgia. And a lot of these old games, without them, you wouldn't have these new games.
It's very true.
Like Streets of Rage paved the way for so many different games like that. So you can't help but keep them in your lives. I mean, what's it? Over 30 years old, that game is now, and I still play it.
I don't still play it because I'm not very good at
it. Clearly.
But I did enjoy it. It was very hard, a lot harder than I thought it'd be. But I don't know why. Like, I don't know if it's because I'm so used to moving more freely than I can on this.
That's exactly it.
Like,
I really struggled with the movement. I mean, it's so... Like one of the bosses, the really muscly guy, he just charges you with a fist.
Yeah.
And he's really easy. If you just move down, grab him, throw him, it's really easy. But I can imagine being Adam and not being able to move. It's just, sometimes I'm sitting there and all I want to do is just double tap forward so I can run away, or double tap up so I can roll, and I can't. I tell you something else as well when talking about tapping. Every time I play an old game that was on the Mega Drive, I never use a joystick.
Do you not?
Never. I always find myself using the D-pad.
I'm with you on that. That's why I always try and play stuff on my Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
Because it's easier to do it. But I found it really weird that you can move 4 directions, but you can't move like
diagonally, no.
And you can't move forward and up. You have to move up.
Yeah.
Like I struggled with that. And you know what? You saying about rolling, I forgot you can roll in the other ones, can't you?
Yeah, you double tap up and you roll.
Yeah, I completely forgot about that. I didn't realise you could do that. I was also really surprised we didn't play this together.
Yeah, no, we didn't, did we? We just played it completely separately.
No, no.
We were going to. We did say we would, but we just didn't.
Yeah, I don't know why. Pat did it.
Oh, no, because I'd have just carried you and you'd have struggled.
You would have seen how awful I was. I was embarrassingly awful.
You'd have taken all the continues and we'd have just lost. And I'd have died and the game would have been over and you'd have gone, oh, for God's sake, Bill, look, we've lost now because of you. No, you took all the continues.
I went into the options. I couldn't even put more lives on and I couldn't change the hardness. It was whatever it was.
You can change the difficulty on the... So the ones I've been playing was like the Sega... I think it was called the Sega Genesis...
Collection.
Something like that's what I've been playing. You can change the difficulty on it, but I wasn't sure if you can change lives. All I looked at was the difficulty, and that was it. I didn't really look much into anything else you could do with it.
No, I think I just had the base game, like the original one, but emulated.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, as I said, the only other different thing is that you could save it and quit, and then go back to what you were doing before.
I should have played this on my Switch, because then I could have just rewound it. I didn't even think of that.
Yeah, you could just rewind it.
I would have completed this well quick.
Yeah, but if you're going to play an old game, you've got to play it properly.
Do you know what? You have to play it properly.
You have to play it properly because
you have to.
It's just not right if you can just skip through it or you can have like 20,000 lives.
Which I did.
Which you need.
I think like the problem is sometimes it's hard on these games. Like I think you should only really use a save state to save it and then come back to it because I don't have the time to sit there and leave it on.
No.
I remember once when I was at uni and I was playing Sonic 2 on the Mega Drive and Sam came in, kicked the controller, like put his foot on the controller, pulled the game forward and it crashed.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is 2-3 hours worth of a Saturday night that you've just ruined.
Yeah.
And he was like, I'm really sorry. And I was like, get out. Just get out.
Some of the worst things about when you used to play the Sonic games, getting all the Chaos Emeralds, knowing that once I stopped playing it, it's gone. It's gone. It's like, great.
So Boss wise, how did you find them?
Honestly, piece of piss.
All of them,
except from the twins.
Okay.
I could not. I know we've said it before, but they angered me. I'm 36 years old and I'm playing a game that was made in 1991. And those twins, I've never been so enraged by an old school game that was completely pissing me off and winding me up because I just couldn't do it until I killed one of them, and then the other one was just easy. But I found I think the game is so with the bosses. Once you know their patterns, and you got a little glitch where if you instead of just tapping A multiple times, just going A, they just get stuck.
Oh, that's what I was going to say. I found it that when someone comes up to you and you get them in that little combo, you go up, you go A, and you go punch, and then throw them up in the air, wait for them to drop down and do it again, and they get in a loop. Because if you press it 4 times, you'll do punch, throw them up in the air, and then kick them away.
You can throw them in the air?
I can, yeah.
No, I can't.
Oh, yeah, I punch, and then uppercut them up in the air, and they come back down, then I can kick them. But I found if I didn't kick them, I could just get them in a loop, which was the best way to beat all the bosses.
I see with Axel, he's got like he goes jab, kick, and that's it. But all I was kept doing was just jab.
Because I tried that and it didn't work for me.
No, it did for me. I didn't know. I didn't even know Adam could do an uppercut, but I should know that because I've played with the other ones. I'm thinking when I'm sitting there thinking about the Streets of Rage 4, the remake. He's got that uppercut.
Yeah,
and I've played him as that. Well, I didn't know that. Why did I not know that?
I don't know. Yeah, but that's because you only played it as Axel. I played it on difficulty with a difficult character.
Yeah. How did you find Mr. X?
Easy.
I think it was, wasn't he?
Like, considering I didn't have any specials, easy. The only annoying thing is, like, I was trying to beat the red shirt man, and he kept coming up behind me and smacking me on the head with his gun. Fucking, that's it. Even when he kept firing, easy, could dodge that. But my jump's good, so that was all right.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
I'd love to hear opinions on when people listen to this, how they struggled against those twins. Because one of my mates, Lewis, at work, we like the same sort of games, and he talks about Streets of Rage, and he hates those twins. Whoever decided to make those twins that hard and put them in a game like this, I don't know whose idea it was. It was fucking stupid.
I don't know why you found them so hard and I found them so easy.
I hated it. It was pissing me off.
But then I think it was my jump that saved me. It was my jump and kick was the only way I did it.
Probably.
Yeah. How did you find Mr. X?
Oh, easy.
Yeah.
I had no problems at all. Because once you get the pattern down, I just seem to have had a much easier time than you did.
You did. I don't know why. I can't be that bad at it. Oh, do you know what? I will say, yeah, I probably am that bad at it.
But things I don't think it's fair to say you're bad at it. I just think it's such a limited game. The combos are limited. The movement's limited. There's only so much you can do. And sometimes once those denim shirt geezers punch you, and you try and punch them back, they've hit you 3 times because the game's not quick enough for you to. I mean, you're sitting there tapping your punch button and it's not doing it.
But what makes you laugh is that you always know when someone's going to attack you because they move really quick. Like they usually walk around quite slow. And what I hate is when you're punching one and then someone really quickly moves from behind you. And all of a sudden you've got 2 people double teaming you and you can't go back and forth that quick, can you? But you're fucked.
I'll tell you, the other combo, I don't know if you know about. Do you know, if it's my Xbox, if I press A and B, you do a back move.
No.
Did you know that? So Axel would just sort of stand there. He would do like, it makes like a back fist. He'd just do this. It's like, just throws a. It's pointless. It don't do nothing.
Thanks for doing that, Bill, because all the people on the podcast saw exactly what you did.
But you don't know what it is, though.
No, I don't.
So basically, he throws like a backhand, and it's pointless because he doesn't extend his arm. It's only just by his head. It doesn't hit anyone. It's crap. It's like, so we've got no movement speed. I can't run. I can't roll, but I've got a pointless 1-inch backhand.
I mean, we should probably actually talk about the basic of the gameplay. It is pretty much your standard arcade beat 'em up.
Yeah, it is.
What you start first levels like on the street, you walk through, you beat you walk through, you get to like a part of the level where it stops, you beat 4 or 5 enemies, then keep walking to the next. And
it's on a time limit as well, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like 50 seconds.
Yeah, if you don't get to a certain point, do you know? I don't know what happens if you don't get to the next point.
I did have like 50 seconds, and I was like, I'm doing really well. And then I realised it kept building up.
Every time the go symbol comes up. I tell you, I also found as well. You know, when you're waiting to move on to the next bit and you're sitting there walking to the end of the screen and it's not going, and it finally says go, but you're walking, you're at the end. I stopped doing that because I was walking so far in front that somebody would appear in front of me and just hit me.
I had that.
Or throw me away, and I was like, oh, great.
I had on the factory level, which is level 5.
Yeah.
No, is it level 5? Yes. No, because there's 8 levels. There's 8 levels. Yes, so 6. So I was wrong when I said earlier. Probably going to get some stick for that. Level 7 is the elevator.
Yeah.
Level 6 is the factory. You know when them things drop down? Mm-hmm. Like, I don't know how I got hit by them because they're not that fast, but the range of them's a bit weird. Like their hitbox.
No, I never had problems with that either.
No, of course not. Of course not. Of course, just me being shit as usual. But yeah, so you go through a level. You'll find each level has different sort of like boxes. On the first level, it's telephone.
It's a telephone box or barrels or a crate. Like to Mr. X's office,
hallway.
it's just
the longest hallway in the world.
Hallway in the world. You're getting run down by carts.
Like what? It's like that food service tray.
It's a dinner cart.
Yeah. And they hit they hit everyone else as well, which is quite good.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
I wouldn't know. They kept hitting me.
Oh. I actually did quite well with that bit. It was about the bosses are the ones that did me in.
Yeah, I never had a problem with that. It was just those twins.
Again, so maybe if we played together, we probably would have done a lot better.
Yeah, I'd have just stood in the corner where you beat the twins up, and then I'd done everything else.
And then you get to the end. There's usually a boss. There's a boss on most of them. No, everyone.
Mm-hmm.
And
boss
then
on every level.
When you get to the final stage, which is Mr. X's long hallway, it's like you do a section, then it's a boss. You do a section, it's a boss. You do a section, it's a boss.
Yeah.
And it was a pretty good game, really. I enjoyed it.
I love it. It's nostalgia for me.
Yeah, it is. It is definitely got that.
It's dated.
It is. It is. When you play 2 or 3, or even, well, I'd say 4, but 4 doesn't really count because it's not really nostalgia, is it? But you play 2 or 3, you can definitely tell. It's a shame, but it did give it a good start. That's where it began.
But this is why we're lucky to have been born in that era, because anybody playing it, if you're born from 2000s, mid 2000s onwards, I'm not going to understand it.
No.
You can look at that game and think, oh, what the fucking hell is this shit?
Yeah.
And they'll never understand.
But I find that sometimes when I play an old game that I never played as a kid, I'm like, what is this? But I think as a kid, I probably would have loved that.
Yeah.
Rascal for PlayStation 1. Awful game. Camera's awful. Everything about it's awful, but I love it.
Yeah.
And that's only because I played it as a kid.
Have you played it recently? Any emulators? What's it like?
Shit.
Oh,
awful.
It's shit. Okay.
Awful. Camera's awful. Any of them games, the PlayStation and N64, the camera's always awful. Mario 64, camera's awful. But, yeah. Have you got anything else you'd like to say about the game, Bill?
Actually, one thing I do want to say about the game, which you haven't touched on. So, when you get thrown...
Yeah.
If you press your jump button...
Yeah, you can stop.
Yeah.
Yeah, that saved me so many times.
I forgot.
I can't tell you how many times that saved me.
I wanted to make sure that we touched on everything, because in case someone goes, what about when you get thrown, you just jump? Yeah. Sometimes I think I've done it properly. I'm like, well, I haven't. I'm pressing at the same point. I'm still getting knocked out.
Oh, I just absolutely spammed them buttons and managed to do it every time. Apart from the elevator level where they kept throwing me off. And it's annoying because if you've got full health and they throw you off, you lose a life.
Yeah, you're gone. So you should though. You've just fallen from a multi-storey building.
Yeah, but how do I get back up there? You can't use that logic when it teleports you to the top.
You fly.
It makes me laugh though. When you use your special on that elevator, the camera's so awful. It goes like stops, and then goes straight up.
Just see the police car just pull up with a massive rocket launcher. It's do you know what? It's the base of the game. It's how it started. We'll touch on next time when we decide to do the next Streets of Rage how each of them's improved, but you gotta love it. It's still one of my favourites.
Maybe this time we'll play them together.
Well, I don't know. Depends how bad you are.
Oh, yeah, it's true. I think I'm better at these ones. Skate's better. He's quicker as well. And I like when you run and he does his flip, but we won't talk about that because that's the other one. But, Bill, how would you rate this out of 10?
I think thinking of purely nostalgic reasons from playing it as a kid and for how it's set up, I'm pushing. I'm trying not to judge it now in 2025. I'm trying to judge it in 91. And it was the joy it gave me as a kid, being a little bit biased, I suppose. I'm going to give it a solid 9.
Really?
Maybe, yeah. For nostalgia.
I feel bad. Mine's like a 5 or 6.
Yeah, but that's I'm talking from nostalgia. I mean, if people want to listen to me be critical of it now, like you said, it's about a 4 or 3 because the game is so limited to what you can do with your combos, your moves, the speed. But for nostalgia, for me, it's a 9. But realistically, it's probably a 3.
It is. It's not that good, is it?
No, it's not.
It's fun.
I enjoyed it. As a kid, it brought me so much joy to smash people in the head with a glass bottle at the age of 6 years old.
When you use that, it smashes. I never got to use that.
6 years old, getting joy out of hitting somebody with a glass bottle. You can't beat it.
No, you can't.
You can't.
You really can't. Right, so yeah, if you do, like I said before, if you do want to keep up with the news of the podcast, please follow us on Instagram at the Retro Respawn. And we'll end it off with what we're going to be doing in the next 2 weeks. What game is it, Bill?
Probably be a shock for some people because I don't think a lot of people have played this game, but me, Callum and our other brother Fraser, probably one of the best games I've ever played in my life. It's actually Shrek 2.
For GameCube.
For the GameCube. And some of you who listen to it are going to be like, what? All these games and you're picking Shrek 2? Pick it up, play it, and you'll know exactly what I'm talking about.
Exactly. So we'll see you in 2 weeks for our review of Shrek 2. Thank you.
Goodbye.